Junkies.
Let's go ahead. Let's move on to the to some of the other topics. For the first thing that we're going to talk about, obviously yesterday was May the 4th, which also was the release of the first episode of The Bad Batch. To be 100% honest with y'all, this was not a show I was looking forward to.
Me not looking forward to. I look forward to everything that's Star Wars.
The reason I wasn't looking forward to it, right? Because at that last season of Clone Wars we had, that single episode that they had was the only one that I did not watch because I wasn't interested in that.
And that's your problem.
I wasn't.
That was
your fault. I wasn't
dude.
interested in
That's
them.
your fault, dude.
Best
100%. Episode.
Right. No, I'm just saying.
You missed
out on great.
That's what happens when you have a closed mind. You know what? You miss out on some good ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I will say this, and going back, I watched the episode. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. It was good. So let's talk about The Bad Batch. What did everybody think? And kind of the tone of this show, where it's going to be going.
Dude, I've liked all of Clone Wars, the whole series, beginning to end.
Yeah.
It gave me some great stories, a lot more violent than what I'd ever think. I mean, I always go back to that episode where Ahsoka.
Thank you, Preem. Appreciate that.
Preem for the 100 bits, sir.
Ahsoka was cutting off heads. Cut off.
Clone Trooper says,
oh my gosh! Anyway,
it was hardcore.
When you saw The Bad Batch, and I'm like, man, these dudes are freaking awesome. I'd love to see a whole entire show about them. And then when you get the show, I was enthralled, enthused, what have you, and captured throughout the whole entire.
Excited.
I was gonna say we need to get this man a thesaurus
Yeah.
because he's just on a roll now.
As long as he's excited too,
dude, and excited watching the whole entire thing. The only thing that pissed me off because I literally wanted all of them. I get they needed an antagonist, and if you haven't watched the show, spoiler alert, one of them didn't go along with them. But I was hoping it was going to be the whole thing because the antagonist could still be the Empire. I don't think they necessarily needed one of them to be the antagonist,
right?
But what have you? And then they had to stick a kid in there. That was kind of like, but why?
Disney, man.
It is Disney.
They had the doll.
You had the.
I got you.
Nah, I think it's beyond that. So, The Bad Batch. First thing that surprised me, I was surprised to see young Kanan Jarrus in his original Caleb Dune before he. Seeing his master get murdered in front of his eyes, that was.
I can't even say her name. I never say Dilla
Yeah,
Billy Badibi.
I forget. Anyway,
but
him witnessing that and then escaping, I almost thought that Kanan was going to be a big part of the show, and maybe he still will be. We don't know.
I mean, did they say how many episodes it's going to be?
No, I don't recall right.
The first episode was so long. I didn't.
Yeah, dude, it was like long. It was like an hour 14 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, this is.
They look, y'all gonna have to just wait.
I hope
they're like, we're still rendering.
Yeah.
What's up, Marcus A64? Thank you for joining the show today. Schizophrenic says, but for real though, every Star Wars show since back in the day had a kid in it.
That is.
Star Wars show?
Star Wars, the Ewoks.
Yeah, he's right.
Droids, I mean, Clone Wars technically didn't have a kid in
it. Ahsoka counts.
Yeah, Ahsoka kind of was your kid.
You grew up with her.
She grew up and became. She came in as a really annoying kid.
She did.
Oh man, I hated her.
Yeah, in the beginning when we sat there and watched that movie in the theater.
I hated her. I hated her. I really did.
Big time.
Oh no, she's like my favorite, man. I love her.
She's playing her.
I love her, man. She's a great character. Anyway. The Bad Batch, Fallen, we haven't heard you talk about it. What'd you think of the first episode of the season?
I'm probably the only one that missed out on it this week. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Okay, so now we kind of just.
Well, I didn't really tell him. I mean, I just told him.
No one spoiled anything really. So
still gotta watch it.
I'm still gonna check it out. So it's still early on. I'm not really too hung up about it, but I was fairly interested in seeing what they would do with it. So just like the last Clone Wars episode, I thought their introduction was really interesting to where you had these rogue clones that basically made their own ragtag group and stuff, and I thought it was interesting. And I mean, obviously, it was kind of stuck out like a sore thumb that Buddy that looked like Rambo.
They know what they're doing with that.
Yeah, Hunter. Yeah, Hunter definitely looks like Rambo, man.
So that was the first thing that stuck out to me. But other than that, I mean, it looks like a really interesting spinoff, and I'm willing to check it out. And plus, what you saying that Caleb showed up in there, so like it's kind of so like that. I'm definitely interested in watching now because I didn't expect that. But
I think
down.
the first 10 or so minutes really kind of set the tone for the show, because like it literally picks up like right at the end of the Clone Wars. Like right at the end.
Yeah, I thought that the show was just going to be about like their stuff throughout the Clone Wars, doing various missions. I did not know they were going to do that.
Yeah.
Cassidia 75, welcome to the show. Glad you could make it.
Yes, better late than never. So honestly, where do we think this show is going to end up going? What do we think the end result is going to be? Because I know Star Wars doesn't like to kill off characters.
They're dying, all of them.
But I have a feeling that might be where we end up with this.
And the reason why I say that is if everybody watched Star Wars Rebels, if you watch Rebels, you see Kanan Jarrus go meet some friends that happen to be clone troopers, and they weren't they weren't his friends. He didn't trust them, but Ahsoka basically, put them on, and
she's out for him. So,
they weren't them. So they didn't think that far ahead, maybe, or they're gonna die off because that one clone trooper that was shown in Rebels was still alive during the Battle of Endor. And they confirmed that's him.
I know, but that's a super duper retcon.
They did retcon the shit out of it,
super retcon. You know that full well. That old dude was like, "Man, I'm just here to get my check, man. I'm just here to get my check." He had no clone trooper, nothing. He was old man beard. That's who he was in that movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, I dig what they're doing with it. I like the fact that it goes to show that Lucasfilm still has it. Like anything and everything that shows up gets a huge backstory.
Yeah.
In every Star Wars thing, there's like you could be a background character. You'll get an action figure and a backstory, and that's all that counts.
And Schizophrenic is right. I'm feeling it though because I want to see everything post Order 66, and that actually what the Bad Batch does for me. It's also another show and another area of Star Wars that doesn't get explored a lot. I'm all about the areas of Star Wars that aren't so focused on the Force, aren't so focused on the Jedi and the Sith, because it's not that isn't what makes up all of Star Wars. I know a lot of casual fans think that it is all about the Jedi and the Sith, but it's not. And that's probably why I enjoyed Solo more than and Rogue One more than some other people, because you got to see that aspect of Star Wars you don't normally get to see.
I need a lightsaber in every single.
Dude, I want that lightsaber that's getting ready to come out.
Yeah, it's the first one in actually.
I'm already getting that.
Oh my gosh!
We're still scheduled to go to Florida at some point. Is that this year? Or are we still on for this year?
Where they say it's going to be?
It's this year, but that thing comes out next year.
Oh, we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go because we gotta get that. I gotta get that. Like, man,
what if it's overpriced?
I don't look. Do I need
for
to pull
you?
Up, do I need to pull up my do I need to pull up my Robin Hood and how much I'm making on Doge right now?
Oh, so you're gonna use your Robin Hood money
yes,
to get a lightsaber.
Dude, I'm already up 1,000 over on Doge. Yeah,
so everybody knows. Everybody knows what you're making. Look at you.
So
look at you putting words out there.
Hey,
we hope you enjoyed that clip. Make sure you check out our live content on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/culturejunkies. We also have a lot of content available on YouTube, unboxings as well as Blu-ray reviews. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/culturejunkies. And on top of all of that, if you go to culturejunkies.net, you can check out our merch store. The link is culturejunkies.net/merch. There's a lot of great merchandise there. So there's links and logos and stuff all around me. So check those out, and we will see you next time.